Please give me a huge round of applause from Taku from Camero. Wait, this way you clap. Ready to do this?
Thank you.
All right. This is where I throw the script out the door and I get really personal because this is somebody who I've known for 7 years. I've seen your growth. I've seen the challenges that you faced as being a business owner in a country that isn't your motherland. Taku, tell us a little bit about how you got here to Vietnam, and then we'll take it from there.
Right. Hi, everyone. My name is Taku from Kamereo. It's a long story, so I'm going to make it try to short. Basically, I love F&B, so I wanted to open my own restaurant in Japan. But I joined in the investment bank in the beginning. And when I talked to a lot of restaurant owners in the stock market, and they realized doing F&B in Japan is super challenging. And they suggest, why don't you try and oversee, especially in a developing country? Because in Japan, sadly, F&B business is not growing industry. But here in Vietnam, the F&B business is growing. And that's really amazing, right? So I decided to come to Vietnam, but I don't know how to open a restaurant. So back in 8 years ago, I joined Pizza for Peace. And I worked in the profits for 3 years. And then I realized there is a big supply chain problem. And that is basically what Camero trying to solve right now.
Supply chain is something that we all deal with in food and beverage. Usually with restaurants, we have 2 outlets. One, we use distributors. And then 2, we go directly to the wet market. Go in the morning, 4:35, you pick up the best ingredients. But somehow, some way, you created a technical platform, a technology platform called Camero. Why?
Right. So I think back then, even for peace, vary from web market actually. But we realized when we start expanding, right? It's very tough to buy every in the morning because sometimes there is a fluctuating about the price, quality. And some of the, let's say, already in the web market, typically they deliver to your doorstep, but sometimes they don't deliver on time or they don't deliver what I really want. So there is a bit of gap about what it should be and what it is right now. So that's basically what we are trying to solve. We try to deliver on time. We try to what our customer order, and price should be very transparent and stable as well.
I'm going to bring this conversation to a more personal level. We all look at the successes that we have in life with our businesses, but we don't talk about the hardships. We don't talk about the hardships, the day in and day out. What are your biggest challenges here in Vietnam, and especially the Saigon market?
I think, I don't know, I never done business in Japan by myself, right? So I cannot compare actually apple to apple. I think still the biggest problem is ourselves, right? We commit to try to give the best service for the customer, at least better than what it is in the web market right now. To do so, we need to basically build strong team, right? So our service and behind, we have a lot of people hardworking every day from the early morning until late night, right? Because we deliver every single day we got the vegetable from the farmer directly in the lot, and we have a warehouse in the lot and deliver to the Ho Chi Minh in the midnight. And then we start fulfilling from the midnight, right? And then start delivery from 6 a.m. So the building, the operation itself is a really, really tough job. But I think that is a differentiation point because not so many people can try to build whole supply chain from upstream to downstream. And that's what we are building. And that is basically the, core of Kamereo, but also the most challenging part, I think.
If you could speak to yourself when you first started this business, being that you know what you know now, what advice would you give yourself then, knowing what you know now?
I think that doing business is always tough, right? You're gonna try to prepare a lot, but even you prepare a lot, you still make so many mistakes. You meet a lot of trouble. So basically, I have to be ready. Luckily, I'm with a lot of people right now, and as a foreign founder, I don't think I can do everything by myself. And actually, a lot of things I cannot do by myself, right? Actually, Camero is done by everyone, not me, actually, right? So I think building a team. Now we have strong team, but back in 4 years ago, 3 years ago, we are very fragile because the business didn't take off much. So if the business is not doing well, a lot of people doubt about our vision, and people leave and join and stuff. That was really tough. And then the COVID happened again. Businesses are shaky, stuff. And just after the lockdown finished last year, we started to get back, and we started to grow every month. And now we have more and more strong team, not only in Ho Chi Minh, but also in Dalat. So I think a building team is most important thing. But be ready for a lot of problem. And we're going to have more problem in the future too.
When we look at your customer base, the restaurants, do only higher end restaurants buy from you, or does everybody utilize your technology?
Right. So I think we not only supplying to the high-end restaurant, actually. Of course, we are supplying to a lot of high-end restaurant, but actually we supplying to a lot of local Vietnamese restaurant as well. So some of the vegetable, for example, we have a tier 1 veggie and tier 2 veggie, so that if they want to have a higher quality or bigger one, they can choose that one. Or if they don't really care about the size and something, and they just care about the price, they just choose the lower quality. So basically, we supply from the low end to the high end restaurant. And also right now, we are not only supplying to the restaurant, we recently expanded to our so-called supermarket. So we supply to the lot of supermarket with our own brand right now. And also we supplying to a school, canteen, factory, hospital, right? Those big account. Also, we are expanding now from last year.
I have a final question, and this is something that I want to ask. When it comes to entrepreneurship, how much of it is luck, and how much of it is skill? And what do you think between those two was your way of jumping to that next level?
I think it's very difficult question, but I think one thing is most important thing is don't give up, right? Because if you don't give up, you still have some opportunity or some chance, or maybe you can be lucky, right? But if you stop or you burn out already, you don't have any lucky, right? So lucky is actually not actually lucky. As long as you keep trying, right? You might have some lucky. So I don't feel like lucky is not really. Really lucky because I was surrounded by a lot of great people, not only about our team, but also our partner and the customer being with us a long time. But that is, we are keep improving. And then as a result, we got some luck. So yeah, I think just important things is, it's normal things, but I just keep doing. Don't give up, right? Yeah.
No, don't give up on your dreams is a really great way to lead this conversation. Taku, I've seen the growth. I've seen the challenges you faced. I've seen everything. I hope that every restaurant in here and even bar spends time with you and understands how they can integrate your technology into their business, because at the end of the day, not only do you get transparent price, but you also get more time to do what you do best, which is build, which is experiment. So if you have time, everybody, this is the man to talk to, because he will increase your business by 300% over 12 months. Ask him how. Taku, man, I wish you the best of luck. I really do, dude.
Thanks a lot for yourself.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody.